Hello, everybody. I better put my clay away. I've been playing with clay. So, if I've got orange hands, it's not fake tan, it's clay. Hello and welcome. It's lovely to have your company this morning. This morning, I've nobody in my ear. It's all quiet because obviously I got my days mixed up yesterday. I thought we were doing the Stamperia tomorrow because normally it's my own crate day today, but apparently not. So Abs was fabulous and let me change the days, which was wonderful. Really looking forward to this, and we've already got a full room. Thank you, everybody. Do you know, it's really weird not having anybody in me here now. It's really weird doing this on my own. So who's there? There's the motorbikes. I thought, Vanessa, it were funny because before I put me live, I put the mics live, and literally as I put the mic live, the motorbike shot past. I thought, they'll know I'm here. Good morning out, David. Our Vanessa, Stephanie's watching on the YouTube. We've got Janet, we've got Sam, we've got Deborah, we've got Brit. Good morning, Brit. Inspiration. Sometimes it can be quite tricky, can that inspiration, can it, or Brit? But you know what? Don't worry. It comes back, or you just play and you just do something else that encourages the inspiration. So don't worry about that at all. It's lovely to have your company. So what we're going to be doing is breaking it. It's our Stamperia launch, brand new launch of the Timeless collection, which is just so pretty. And there's so many different elements now. What we're doing, oh hello there Kim and Tinker. Hey Tinker, hello there Tinker. It's funny, right, I walked out Lola and Indy this morning, and then normally they go for a second walk, and Lola didn't want to go. I don't know if it's the weather, if she didn't want to go, so like, fair play, don't go then, oh Lola. I think it might be the weather. Anyway, unless she just wanted a breakfast, so was refusing to go out the building, which I think is probably more likely. Anyway, so we're splitting it into two. So we've got this morning's, which will be maybe 2 hours, maybe just under, and then we'll come back to you at 4 o'clock, and that's where we'll have a play. So this morning it's going through the kit, showing you what we've got. Maybe have a quick demo, maybe have a quick play, but then this afternoon is just play. Okay, so 4 o'clock is just play and experiment. So that's the plan of action, and it's lovely to see that we've got loads of people all chatting as well. Good morning, lovely Jenna, and good morning. I was playing with a gel plate yesterday, but maybe that's the inner me, maybe. And Vanessa, this is a lovely thing because those prints that you do that are a bit dark, you can always use. There's always ways. Hello Lillian, hello, lovely to have your company, lovely. Now everyone, obviously because this one is our art inspirations, and thought I hadn't got my little strap. Because it's our art inspirations one, you will find the whole collection on art inspirations, so the whole Timeless collection. Now we have got deals. We've got 10% deals off the bundles. So we've got the lovely Stencil bundles. We've got the brand new dies. First time Stamperia have ever done the dies, and I know they're really excited about this. We've got stamp bundles, washi tape, rice paper bundles, and then loads of different ephemera bundles. So there's loads of different offers, all with a 10% off. So do have a little peruse. Obviously we've got singles, and I know this morning having a look at what's been going, a lot of the singles have been going, so people have been picking and choosing what they want, which I get with this collection, because this collection has got a wedding theme to it. So if you're not planning weddings, or if you haven't got scrapbooks to do or something like that, or you're not making to sell, then maybe it'd be like, but there's a lot more beside the wedding theme. So it might be, it's like, oh yeah, but I love that colour, I love those flowers. So there's lots you can do with it, which isn't the wedding theme, which obviously is the way I'm going to be using it, because, I've no weddings to work with. So it means, okay, we're looking at it a different way. And that's a beautiful thing about it. There's so many gorgeous, gorgeous elements. I mean, I'm already playing with the moulds. I love the moulds. The balloons are just exquisite. Anyway, did you see what I was doing then? I started looking myself and not sharing. Rude. And we've got lovely people watching on the YouTube as well. Good morning, Steph, watching on YouTube. Oh, I think I've already said morning, Sienna, how rude. And again, I mean, the YouTube is brilliant. Do have a look through. Oh, did you have a look through this morning already? Steph? Yeah, there's some nice little bits, isn't there? And there's some nice, lovely, nice colours. I love the blues. Right, shall I show you? Shall we get on with it and stop faffing? So, this is the collection. Now, where I'm going to start is, let me move these up because, let me do this with my camera. Oh no, kid, don't do that. Let me do that. Okay, so where we're going to start. Oh, Jackie, you hero. Yes, please do share. And also with Art Inspirations, we do offer free postage. I know I don't really mention it on our channel. I do mention it a lot on, I nearly spilled my coffee, when I'm doing the All and Create lives. But we do offer free postage as well. I obviously can't remember what it's on or how much you have to spend, but I know we do it. And it does say at the top of our website, is it over £40? Maybe. Someone will probably tell me, to be fair, because normally you lot are better than me at knowing these things. But yeah, that is an option as well. So we do offer free postage, so do have a look at that. And of course, I mean, if you are paying by PayPal, splitting the payments is also an option. I thought it was a wedding orientated, but it's on the wedding couple that make it particularly that way. Everything else is universal. You're right, Steph. That's it. It is. When you start looking through, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you've got your couple there, and she is in a long dress, so it is very wedding-y. Or you can pretend it's, you know, I don't know, what Edwardian. but I keep scrolling up and getting Adam in the live below. What? What's this? Oh, I see. Every time you scroll, I get it, David. I know exactly what you mean. Of course, yeah, he does his on Hobby Maker, doesn't he? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Above £30. Whoa, thank you, Jackie. I probably should know that, shouldn't I? As it's on my website. Yes. I'd forget these things. See, everyone, if you're spending over 30 quid, free postage with Art Inspirations. Thank you very much, Jackie. Oh, lovely Jill. Whoop, whoop. I'm not going to be on for long, going out for lunch. Oh, Jill, have a lovely, lovely lunch. I cannot wait to see what you've done with this beautiful collection. Now, let's take you through. So, as ever, you've got your paper pads. Now, what they've done with this collection, they've given you two 12 by 12s. So, we've got the double-faced, and we've got our maxi. So you've got that in your 12 by 12. You've got it in your 8 by 8. Oh, yeah, the colour reminds me of Parma violets. Oh, I used to love the smell of Parma violets. Weddings, happy birthdays, engagement, best wishes, just because simply not just weddings. Absolutely, Jill. There is a lot more to it, isn't there? For sure. Lovely. Ale, we've got Karina in the building. So, you've got your 12 by 12s, you've also got your 8 by 8. Of course, you can get this as a bundle. If you go for the bundle, you are going to get 10% off. But let's have a look at those beautiful images. As ever, it's Stamperia, so it's really, really pretty. And yeah, it is a blue as opposed to the purple. Where's Parma Violet's purple? Or were they? Did they have a blue tinge? See, am I reimagining Parmas? Does it look blue on purple on your screen, guys? Because it's definitely blue. So, what you get, first of all, you're getting 10 sheets. Now, your first sheet, this is what's not considered part of it, but this is fabulous because you've got all your beautiful florals. And this is such, again, very, very universal. You know, you can fussy cut these out. You've got the really nice soft blue tones and then the ivory tones. So it is really gorgeous. And this is really pretty. I love the script. I love the florals. It is a really gorgeous, gorgeous page. Sorry, I'm taking my shoes off. You've also got the lovely box at the bottom. And the box at the bottom, I mean, that is very romantic. And I do think with this one, there's a lot of romance in it, but that's not necessarily, well, obviously, there's nothing that says wedding about that whatsoever. It's just got a really romantic vibe to it, isn't it? Exactly, timeless. And that has got that timeless elegance to it. I mean, you could put anything with that. And I do think, like Jill was saying about sympathy, it's definitely got some of... you know, because it's very, like, you know, that reminds me of memories, doesn't it? Straight there. Absolutely beautiful. The papers look blue to me. They are. This is blues. Palm violets were purple. Ah, okay. No, it's definitely blues. Yeah, it's definitely blues. This is all blues. Really nice light greens and ivories. That's your colour palette here. This is gorgeous. I love this. I love that background paper. It's absolutely divine. They haven't done a background pad this time, but thankfully, because you've got the Maxi, you do get things independently. Now, this is really pretty. Now, the thing is with this one, when I looked at that, I did think, oh, quite wedding-y, but... it's also, again, it's also whatever you want it to be. Again, it's very romantic. I can imagine this cutting away inside, and this I imagine like maybe a beautiful fairy castle, you know, because it has got that wistful vibe to it as well. And because these colours are colour palettes, because it's quite a pale colour palette, maybe you're going to be colouring these in. Maybe you're going to be putting different colour tones, which you could do because it's not coated. You can easily bring something completely different into this. But I think that is, yeah, it's really soft. And I love this bit as well, like the lacy bit. I think that's really interesting. As ever, it's Stamperia. So you've got the beautiful script. You've got the crackle. It's absolutely gorgeous. Good morning, Carol. Yeah, anniversaries. Beautiful for anniversaries. Good morning, Deborah. Again, really pretty backgrounds. Love that. And when you start looking at it, I mean, all of this, you know, I say I don't like fussy cutting. The first thing I think of, I see this and I think of fussy cutting. It is ridiculous. Considering I hate fussy cutting, Stamperia do something weird to me, where all of a sudden I want to start cutting everything out. What's that about? But I love that. The flowers are sensational. Of course, you've got the beautiful cake there, which could be birthday, it could be anniversary, of course it could be wedding. So up to you what you do with that. But again, a really beautiful image. And I do think because the sort of wedding images are quite, they're not huge, they're easy to not use, if you know what I mean. The background, again, stunning. You know, you've got that really, really nice, soft, gentle colour palette there. And this is just ready to go over the top with. Love any script pages. I do, David. You can't go wrong, can you? And you can't have too many. You can't have too many script pages. I love the soft florals in this. I think this is so elegant. And it is a gentle collection. The green is beautiful. This green is so nice. It's just such a really nice, soft sagey green. Absolutely love that colour palette. You've then got the beautiful flowers, which immediately I want to start cutting. You've got a soft lace in that background, and then the lovely card. Of course, it might be the wedding card, but what I like about this is that they haven't specifically made it into a wedding card. Do you know what I mean? They haven't like put, I don't know, cans on the back or just married or a big sash on it. Because they could have done, couldn't they? They could have put the big bow on it, but they haven't. They've left it, so it's just a really nice vintage card. And I love the colour of it as well. The colour's absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at them pages. Look at those flowers. Good morning, Anne. Lovely to have your company. Now, again, the problem is, look at that, and it's on the back of that. Oh, you're going to have to use... Yeah, I love the sage. The sage is sensational. You're going to have to think of a way of using them together, because you just can't... I mean, look at that paper. That's my favourite, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, that is beautiful, but that's my favourite. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Next, beautiful, soft background. And I love this. This is another favourite. Oh, I love the balloons. The air balloons are just adorable, aren't they? They're so peaceful. And then again, you've got all your different layers of print behind it, more of the script. And this is definitely, like we were saying, this is definitely not wedding. You know, I mean, if you're getting married in a hot air balloon, good on you, actually. But this are beautiful. It's just dreamy, isn't it? And don't you think the colour palette is really dreamy? Now, we come to our toppers. This is where you've got your couple and, of course, your cake. The world is yours. Go for it. Together. See, now that's a beautiful, beautiful card or topper or journaling card for any occasion. Make a wish, the little puppies. And actually, that for me looks like new baby as well, don't you think? Like little twins or something, or brother and sister. I think that looks really beautiful. You've got love, follow your heart. Let's celebrate. So again, they've put the sentiments so they're quite generic. So it doesn't have to be for a specific occasion, which I think is really, really interesting. Sylvia, lost track of time. Don't you worry, love. I nearly lose track of time. Do you know, are you surprised? Now, this is something for me. Are you not surprised that I generally manage to do these at the right time on my own? And I do that on my own. I know that like normal people, that wouldn't be a big deal. But for me, it feels a really big deal. And when I'm there for Ellen Craig, I'm normally there proper like early. But that's because I'm scared and not living, you know, of letting anyone down. But I always surprise myself. Sorry, brew time again. And it's still warm. Still warm. Oh, it's a good brew. It's that illy coffee or whatever it's called. It's gorgeous. Love these. Obviously, you know what I'm like. I love the art journal cards. I love the patterns, the design. They're just sensational. You've then got in this one your little toppers. Now these are double-sided as well. So you have got Follow Your Heart, Dreamy, Happily Ever After, very wedding for that one. But again, that might be anniversary as well. You've got your Forever the Poppers, your Happy Birthday. So again, changing it. So they are saying, listen, that's your happy birthday. It doesn't have to be wedding. Your memories, beautiful. You're together, best wishes, that's stunning. And then You Are Loved, I love that one. With the little birdies, that's stunning. You have to go out, be back later for playtime. Have a lovely, lovely morning. Just imagine the bride tossing a bouquet out the air balloon, and which bridesmaids will catch it. I tell you what, Ara David, by the time it hits the ground, because obviously it gets a bit fast, doesn't it, coming down? I mean, it could take a bridesmaid out, could that? Oh my gosh, that actually could be a bit of a, I mean, I listen to a lot of true crime. You know, that could be a murder weapon thrown from an hot air balloon. I'm impressed you're short. Me too, Lillian. Me too. I'm impressed. I don't think I've been not proper late to one of them, which is a miracle, actually. The other side of these, now this is the fabulous thing, because they're double-sided. So if there's one you're not going to be using, then it doesn't matter. You've got the other side, and the other side is beautiful, and the other side is very generic. So I love that. Yes, there's got stuff for weddings, which means if you are doing wedding invitations, or I feel this is more for your scrapbooking, isn't it? You know, or an art journal where you're doing it with your weddings. If you're doing it for that, you've got the option. But if you haven't, I love that you've got an option. I love that it's not just that. You know what I mean? Your sentiments. And this again, so this, you have got some weddings here, Mr. and Mrs. You've got In Your Arms, I'm Home. Oh, Just Married, Make a Wish. Cheers, cheers, wedding day for you. Follow Your Heart, Joy. That's pretty. The artwork on that is lovely, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? Now, and I was saying about, if you don't want that to sort of look wedding-y, you don't need to. You can easily overpaint this and change it so it gives you a completely different vibe. How you use this will change the vibe of it, and I love that. And because they've just put joy, it doesn't necessarily mean that has to be in a wedding album. And I do like they've designed it with that in mind, you know, with the flexibility in mind. Love this. Yes, definitely when your double-sided papers have have its advantages because it allows choice. And then loads and loads of elements to cut out. We've got some fancy shoes. Look at that, these cream shoes. Who wore heels like that to the wedding? Now, do you look at some of the shoes you used to wear and go, what was I thinking? I mean, I could never wear shoes like that, ever. I were always atrocious. I couldn't keep them on my feet. I'd be better. I did have a pair of brogues, actually, like that, which were actually better than anything I tried to wear like that. Vile. I did have some cool shoes, but, yeah, I just couldn't walk in them. Much better in flats. But you've got some beautiful, beautiful embellishments and elements on here. Lovely, lovely, soft colour tone. Really, really pretty. And of course your back page. Now, that's your double-sided. So that's your two-faced, okay? You've got that again in your 8x8. So if you want your 8x8, you've got that option. And I love that because having the option is really important. But then we've got our single-sided, the Maxipad. So, Kim, you mean the Maxipad is your favourite? I like both. I used to wear platforms in the 70s. Yay, good on you, David. Sylvia, I once had 4-inch heels. I used to drive in them. Oh, my heels hit the bin when I broke my foot, Vanessa. And keep them in there. I tell you, heels, what were we thinking? What were we thinking? Insane, isn't it? Why on earth did we do it to ourselves? Who still wear heels? Go on, who still does it? David? On Fridays? Meant to be working, but this is far more interesting. Natalie, we won't tell anybody. We won't tell everyone. I had a lovely pair of red stilettos with a 3-inch heel I wore when I was younger. Jenny, that sounds fabulous. Get you, Jenny. I had some nice red shoes, actually, that I used to love, that I used to wear for work. They didn't have mega heels, but I loved them. I prefer kitten heels and boots. Yeah, me too. I love that. Trying on your mum's heels. Put you off when you're a kid. Oh, do you remember that as well? I remember that at school, clattering round in, like, dress-up shoes. Oh, it's so nice. Docs all the way. Oh, yes, I've got my pair of docs as well. They're fab, aren't they? I still wear court shoes with 2-inch heel. I need the height. Jill, 2-inch heel is okay. See, I can't even wear them now because of my stupid bunion. But my driving instructor made me take my platforms off. I had to drive bare feet so I could feel the pedals. That's hilarious, Sylvia. Don't you find that you drive? I find, because I take my shoes off to drive sometimes, and it doesn't feel right, does it? It don't feel right. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jill. I've got some trainers that are a bit, that I've got a bit of a platform. So that really helps. So comfy, but still got a tiny bit of height. I'm liking them at the minute. Anyway, we have platform boots and bell-bottom jeans. Natalie, I think that's fabulous. See, I would wear that absolutely. Even now, I've got some bell-bottoms and I blinking love them. Right, the Maxipad. Beautiful. So, it's the same papers, but you're going to get, obviously, single-sided. So it means if you've got some of these backgrounds, you can use them without worrying, and it means you're going to get more. So I do think it just gives you so much choice. You do get more in the Maxis, of course, because you get some of the papers that you're not going to get in the single-sided. It's illegal not to wear shoes driving. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, but it does sound sensible, Vanessa, because, it feels funny, doesn't it? That sage paper, absolutely beautiful. So you can see, there it is. Beautiful. Oh, see. Tracy. I'm sorry, Tracy, love. The wind doesn't work on this one because this is our Art Inspirations one. Sorry, my love. Although maybe what we will do. Mandy doesn't know this because I think Mandy's having to work. There's no point typing in wind gang I'm so sorry. I love that. I love that people are doing the wings. I bet I'm going to tell you actually. Let me just spin myself. Because obviously, oh, and thank you. I'm so sorry. It gets confusing, doesn't it? Because I'm doing so many lives. But when I do Lives for Art Inspiration, which is my company, which is that one, yeah, it is slightly different from the All and Create. When I do All and Create, that's when I work, because I've got a job with All and Create, so that's when I do All and Create, and that's when we put the things up on the screen and stuff. When I do Lives for Art Inspirations, it is a little bit different. So with the Art Inspirations, this is my website. You can get everything I'm showing you, but you do have to have a look at the website for mine. So unfortunately, typing stuff in the comments doesn't do anything with mine, because we haven't got spree. I'm so sorry. And we don't do the win thing either. But what we will do is, just because it is really nice to give little giveaways, isn't it? So what we will do at the end of the live, I'll pick at random, or I know Amanda's not on because I know she has to work this morning. So what we'll do, any of the orders that have gone through, and I'll let you know this afternoon, if an order's gone through, we'll pick someone at random and we'll put a little free gift in. So if you are ordering, someone will win a free gift in that order, a little bit of something extra for you. So just because we don't do the win thing, I must admit, I think we are going to have to do something like that, because it's only fair, isn't it? We do free postage, however, and that's over £30. So if you're spending over 30 quid, you will get free postage on our website. But yeah, when I saw the wins, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we don't give you 20 quid. Maybe we need to start. I can't copy everything off All and Create. I copy workshop things off Indigo Blue. I can't copy all my lives off All and Create. Although, you see, Abs does have some very good ideas. But what are shudders and toe posts? What are shudders and toe posts? What are they, love? Right, okay, I'm gonna spin you again. But yeah, I hope that helps, gang. I know it is a bit confusing because obviously I'm all over at Shop, aren't I do so many lives. But yeah, this is slightly different. Now, absolutely beautiful. And again, I love all the beautiful colour palettes in this. That soft palette, and I love these. Oh, they're so pretty, aren't they? You've got all your sentiments. You've got those beautiful background papers again, which are exquisite. So that's your paper pads, okay. I did think then, toe posts are the flip-flops. I didn't know that's what people called them, Sylvia. Toe posts, that's hilarious. So, why not put one of my previous samples of the gift, Jill? Yes, okay, I was going to put these. I am still planning to actually sell them for charity, Jill. But absolutely, we can do that. I can send some down to Armando. That would be beautiful. It's nice not to have Wimpos all every time. Well, there you go, Lillian. It's nice to have a little bit of a change. Because, yeah, I know it can get a bit much, can't it? So, at least and it's nice to have something different as well, isn't it? So, there's double points on here. Oh, yeah. Steph. Oh, my gosh, what would I do without you lot? Thank you, Steph. Yeah, Amanda did say we can do double points. You're 100% right. So, everybody, oh, I'm useless, aren't I? Yeah, if you are, Steph, thank you. What would I do without you? If you are on our website, so you can join, we do have a little club. So if you join our little club, free to join, obviously, all it is, it's loyalty points. So you're going to get loyalty points, but points make prizes. What points do is give you money off. So if you join in our lovely little club, also subscribe to our newsletter, because that means you'll get information like this, which I forget. So do subscribe to that. But if you join our club for 24 hours, we have got double points. So if you are buying any of the Stamperia, not only are you getting 10% off the bundles, free postage over £30, but we will give you double points as well. Thank you, Steph. I utterly forgot. Mandy did say we can do this, and I went, yes, that's brilliant, and then immediately forgot. Check your points balance, Sylvia. It builds up, doesn't it? And I tell you what, when I do see quite a lot of orders going through with discount, so it works, which is a relief because I don't understand these things. Right, next. Okay, next. What have we got? So let's go first of all for the molds, because these are gorgeous. I'm not going to move my clay because I might play with molds. Now, you've got choices of molds. It is funny because I am used to seeing the details above my head, which is really funny. So, also a couple of giveaways on the 4 p.m. show as per the email this morning. That's hilarious. We'll be doing some giveaways on 4 p.m. We're going to do giveaways on this one as well. But I will pick someone at random after the orders, so I will let you know. Now, this is your first mould. Obviously, have a look on the website. This is so beautiful. You've got all these beautiful frames. And I tell you what, the detail of these little ones are sensational. In fact, because I've already done a mould, let me just see if you can see the detail of that. I wonder if the focus will work. Oh, it's not good enough. Let me put that other light on, see if that helps. The detail is just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Can you see? Yes, you can see that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, honestly, they are so nice. That heart is magnificent. You know, whether you're doing these, this is in the air dry clay, the Sculpey air dry clay, which I am a massive fan of, and I do keep banging on about that. Oh, I don't know if I've got points. Have a look, Vanessa, have a look. Well, you have to sign up to our club. So please make sure you do. Please make sure you sign up to the club, because your points make prizes. It just makes sense. The details are sensational with these. And what I found is, if you are using your Sculpey clay, you can keep this in the mould. So, for instance, if like that mould, if you're having trouble getting it out, just let it dry in the mould. Your Sculpey clay isn't like your air dry clay. Air dry clay you can't let dry in the mould, but your Sculpey clay you absolutely can. So if there's something a bit detailed, or you can use your resin. Maybe you're going to use your resin. I love that. That is absolutely beautiful. Now, that's that one that bought the soft mould. And yes, this is lush. Let me just get a piece of black card so I can show you this proper. Isn't this lush? Isn't it nice? So nice. I really, really love this. And this is so detailed. Look at that. Look how raised it is. Beautiful. The world is yours. Go for it. And I love the small little air balloons as well. So much you can do with these. And because you've got the tiny ones, you can create real dimension with it, you know, and depth of field. Absolutely stunning. So that's the soft mould, okay, if you want that one. Both separate moulds. So do have a look on the website for that. We've then got for you the stencil bundle. Now, in fact, wait a minute, because this is a full stencil bundle. The stencil bundle. Now, as a bundle, you are getting 10% off. How deep is that? I know, Lillian. It's proper deep. It's about that much. Hold on. That much. Which is part of my thumb. It's the top bit of my thumb deep. Lillian, is that, which is very, very technical, isn't it? Now, the stencils. The stencils are beautiful. So you're getting your full bundle of stencils. And with the gorgeous stencils, I like that they've started doing this. I like that they've started putting them into bundles. I tell you what as well, Sam, not only are they really nice, the soft molds, but they're really reasonable, aren't they? They're not expensive. And that's quite fabulous. You know, they're very cost effective. And obviously, you know, they say just use cold pouring them, so don't use them with your glue gun. But I do use mine with my resin. Obviously, if they fall to pieces, that is, you know, you have to be careful. But, oh, thank you, Jill. See, look at that. I'm saying it's a top bit of my thumb. Jill's giving you actual, you know, she's giving you actual measurements. Thank you, Jill. Yeah, about 1.5 to 2 centimetres. So it is. It's really, really deep and fabulous. Oh yeah, there's no office politics here. A grown-up response. Jill's grown up, whereas I'm in denial. Now, your beautiful stencils. So, first of all, you've got your small stencils, your 12 by 12 centimetres. Now, of course, you can get these independently if you want. I do love this one. It's a really good background one, and I like that you've got your open edges. So really nice. You could also mold two together and join together. Yes, you could, which would be beautiful for an actual sort of free form, or have it so you put it on a thingy, mobile, which would look gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So you've got, and I love this because it looks like flower petals, doesn't it? But it also looks like little hearts. Really, really pretty. So you've got your small stencils, which again, really handy. I like the hearts because they look hand-drawn, which are really lovely. I have the moulds out. Oh, thank you, Jill. Yeah, go on. You knew it off the top of your head, Jill. You're good, but that is funny. I love that Jill gives grown-up answers. Jill does. It's really funny. Thank you, Jill. It's a good job I've got all of you lot here. You know, other people know about me, my website. Other people read my emails, and then Jill knows about the actual products I'm banging on about. It's hilarious. Yeah, I go for rule of thumb. Top part of your thumb is 1 inch long. That's where the saying comes from. Boom, Natalie. That's what we're doing. Now, this one. Well pretty. So you've got your beautiful balloons, but I really like that you've got this edge, because this can give you that really nice, like, when you're doing your layers, that's your bottom layer, isn't it? So that's the ground. So when you're doing these all floating above, that's the lovely, like the ground below, which is beautiful. You've got your borders, really pretty, elegant borders. This is my favourite stencil. I think that is such a beautiful design. That's definitely my favourite. What's your favourite on the stencils, Jill? That has to be. It's lovely, is that? And then you've got the big roses, and the world is yours. So again, with the stencils, they haven't made this wedding-y. Do you know? They've left it so it's just pretty and beautiful. If you want that stencil bundle, that's available as a bundle. And you will get 10% off that bundle. You can choose them individually. You have got that choice. Now, have a look. Let's have a look. No way. People actually used to carry about a standard size thumb to measure things. Did they couldn't do. I'm going to have to Google that after. The balloons. Yeah, the balloons is just beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, it's such a nice stencil. Yeah, I like that one too. Sam, actually checked your emails this morning. Thank you, Sam. I did, I just didn't read them. Now, what I love about the stamps, that we've seen in the paper. This we've seen in the paper. And I really like that because it allows us then to replicate the paper or to carry on, you know, and extend the paper, the beautiful script, the lovely hearts that aren't perfect, you know, little splatters. That beautiful little heart that again isn't perfect. Now again, you can get both stamps together. You can get them individually, but you can. Is that because about the thumb? Is that because I believed you for a second? Well, I didn't, but I kind of almost did. I thought, did they? Part of me were all right with that. But do you know what, Lillian? If I had the tools and the time, I'd mould my thumb and send it to you on a keyring. A resin thumb for you to carry around. Now, the flowers, because we have got flower dies coming up, so we have got the flowers. You've got the centre of it so you can fill them in. You've got nice big open flowers and frames as well. So all your beautiful stamps together again. Yeah, you did. I didn't. Again, you can get these as a bundle if you want, or of course you can get them individually. As a bundle, you will get 10% off. All the prices, etc., are on our website, so please do have a look on the website. Rub-ons! Make some time, please. I'll sell thumbs, shall I? With my fingerprints on. Well, I used to, on Great Gravel, we used to sell kits, actually, that you could do moulding with. You know, the actual stuff that sets, so you could do your own moulds, which were really cool, actually. Anyway, rub-ons. So, again, you can get these individual, or you can get a bundle. I've turned the top one light off, so hopefully it's not too shiny. Oh, and there's some pretty rub-ons, absolutely beautiful. So you've got some really, really pretty, and look at these. Oh, they're stunning. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. This really made me giggle, because stay with me. In my mind, I obviously, that makes me giggle. So, you know, maybe you won't see it like I do, but I'll turn that light off as well. But that did really make me giggle. Really pretty. But I love all these. I just think they're stunning. You've got the one which is very wedding-y. So you've got the couple there and the car we just married on. So that is definitely very wedding-y. You've got the one with the cake with all the flowers, the puppies, the beautiful little birdies, which are just gorgeous. You've then got just the florals. I think on their own, this will be very busy, because that is so pretty, as will the balloons with the cars. The cars, they haven't done wedding cars, so they've done them just as vintage cars, which I really love this one. That is gorgeous. You've got timeless, you've got for you. I reckon, singular, they're the two that are going to be the busy. That's what I thought, Vanessa. It really made me giggle. Stay with me. I can go, oh my gosh, yeah. Stay with. That's probably what they were thinking. They didn't hear desperation, whereas I just hear desperation. And that's why it made me giggle. That's my imagination, isn't it? But yeah, it is more romantic, like, yeah, stay with me. Absolutely, Sylvia. See, why does my brain go to the, you know, the dark side? But it makes me giggle. And then the beautiful borders. Aren't they lovely? I adore. I mean, these are so pretty. That floral border is just exquisite. Oh, they're exquisite. Aha, sang it. That's what Sylvia said. I couldn't order it on my message, so order from your site. Absolutely, Karen. With these lives, my loves, that's what I was saying. With these lives, I'll get my other one out. Well, I just explain. So on my live, so this is just on my website. On my website, me and Mandy don't have spree, and spree's the thing that allows you to order with messages, and that's why the win won't work either on ours, because we don't have the spree. We just have a good old-fashioned website. So anything I'm showing you, just go onto the website. It is different from the All and Crate. This one's my website, is Art Inspirations. So it's me and our Mandy. And we've had this website for a few years now, actually. In fact, do you know what? It was our Art Inspirations birthday just the other day, and I missed it, obviously, like I do with all birthdays. But it was, I saw a old Facebook post, you know, it comes up with the memories, and it said, oh, you know, 2 years ago you were doing your first show on Art Inspirations with Wednesday, which you were like, oh my God, that's amazing. So yeah, about 3 years ago, I think. But yes, on this one, on these lives that I do first, so these lives are quite ad hoc, or every Sunday. I do my own live every Sunday at 7 p.m. But in these ones, the win doesn't work, and unfortunately the comments are just for chat and being lovely and asking questions. So if you have any questions, please ask. And I tell you what, if I don't know, the gang will, because these are lovely. You're thirdly honest, Sylvie, thank you. See, told you. They know more about what I'm doing than I do. Thank you, Sylvia. See, I lose complete track of time. I'm late. Don't you worry, Julie. Yeah, I've changed the time today. I changed the time because the 8 o'clock show is too late, really. I don't like doing 8 o'clock. And also I thought everyone's used to 11 and 4 now, so I thought, just stick to 11 and 4 rather than making it confusing. Sorry, my love. And we did change it. Sorry. But don't worry. We've been showing the kit, and then we will be back at 4 o'clock. and at 4 o'clock we will be doing playing. Okay, but I was just explaining that this live is different from the All and Create. And yeah, everything's available on the website, on our website, on Art Inspiration. If you spend over £30, you get free postage. And please join our club, because the club does mean you can get points. And points do make prizes. Points does mean that you will save money. So please join our loyalty club. And at the minute, for 24 hours, we're doing double points as well. So please, please, please join our loyalty club. It's worth it. It's free. You know, it's free. So it just means that every time you're spending money with us, you're going to get points. So, you know, it's doing something for nothing. So please join that club as well while you're on the website. Right then. I just read my email. Oh, thank you, Julie. And dashed over. Well, you did better than me, Julie. I didn't read our email. Mandy writes it. I ignore it. Useless woman. Don't tell Mandy. Poor Mandy's having to work at the minute, so that's why she's not here. So that's why I'm being honest. Otherwise, I would have said I read my email. Now, the dies, everybody. The first time Stamperia have done dies, and I know they're super excited about these. And they're really, I mean, they've done some really cute dies. I haven't started die cutting yet because I wanted to show him you're perfect, but this afternoon we're going to get stuck in. Oh, yes, absolutely, Sylvia. Sylvia says, Rizwan and Veronica and I've been on the journey with you. Yes, you have, Sylvia. Not only have you been on the journey, Sylvia, but not only is Sylvia part of the design team, but obviously she creates beautiful artwork and is an absolute lifesaver. My fantastic design team, lifesavers. Honestly, the amount of times it's been like, oh, can you do this? And they do it in days. Amazing. So yes, Sylvia, you have been on a lovely journey with us, and thank you so much. Now then, I should have taken my packaging. I'll turn this one off again. So what we've got, isn't that cute? And what I love about these, you know how obviously they've done collections where the sun and moon are very cosmic. You know, I think these are very pretty and cute. And because that's so open, it means when you cut it out, you're going to get like the paper that you use, you're really going to get the papers. I love this. I will have die cut these out by 4 o'clock and you're going to see everything. I really like the leaves. The leaves are really pretty because you've got the texture in there, which is just gorgeous. And of course your film strip, always really handy to have. This is pretty. Circle dies, again, really handy dies to have in your stash, and really beautiful little leaves. And you've got a lot of leaves foliage in this collection. Yes, it is. It has got that child-friendly mode to it, hasn't it? Definitely. Yes, the dies are white. The white dies. And they're really lovely. And now this frame is beautiful because it's that faux wooden frame. So that's just going to look so pretty. You've got the gorgeous little nameplate there and the lovely scrolls. I like these because they are quite, they're not too fussy. So it just gives you so much choice when you're using them. And I love the florals. So these are gonna, and on the back it shows you where you're aiming for. Now, I know you can get flower shaping tools. We haven't got them on the website because we're presuming you might already have them. And you don't need flower shaping tools. But 4 o'clock, I know we've so much to touch on, but 4 o'clock we will be having a little look at these because they are absolutely beautiful. Now, the dies, you can get them independently. So if you do want to just choose one or two, whatever, the choice is yours. I think they're about $9.99 each. You've got that choice. If you want to go for the bundle, you will save 10% on the bundle. Brand new. The first time Stamperia have ever done dies. Can you believe it's the first time Stamperia have ever done dies? It's magnificent, but we've got them. Now, rice paper. And I didn't want to open these before I showed you either, because I didn't want to mess them up. So, stunning rice paper. We love Stamperia rice paper, don't we? They're stunning, absolutely stunning. Look at that. I mean, it's so pretty. I just, oh, sorry, wrong arm. Use the other arm, Leona. There we go. And then you won't stick your arm in it to zoom in. Absolutely beautiful designs. And again, rice paper from Stamperia. My favourite, because the design is stunning, the detail is stunning. I love that it's edge to edge, so you've got that incredible quality print every single time. You've got you can see the sort of the little bits in the mulberry paper, which is just sensational. And these background ones are so ridiculously handy. You can create layers with these. You need background papers. You need filler inners. You can't just have the main thing. You can't just, you need your stuff to build up, don't you? I hate to tell you they had dies ages ago, then dropped them for them collections. It's lovely and seeing back. Do you know what, Jill? I can't remember that. Which dies did they have? And now I'm trying to think. I'm getting them mixed up with. Yeah, no, I can't remember the dies at all, Jill. Did they? Why did they drop them? That's crazy, isn't it? But it's lovely to see them back. And no, I don't mind you telling me, Jill. Not offended at all, because I didn't realise. I thought it was the first time. Gosh, I can't remember at all them doing dies. What were they? What collection? I've probably used them, haven't I? Have I used them, Jill, and then just forgotten? Oh, that would be so typical. Now, if you want the A6, we've got the A6 rice paper. These come in a bundle with the A4 rice paper. And the A4 rice paper, again, absolutely gorgeous. So, let me open the A4 for you. Oh, see. Now, this one. And this is one of those papers. I'll bring that camera back out a little bit now. This is one of those papers, especially because it is rice paper. You know where I was saying about changing it, about making the colours different. I mean, oh my gosh, you could take air dry clay and make little roses, make it 3D, add in different colours. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I do think with something like this, the options are stunning, absolutely stunning. They're doing my line dies, and I remember the grunge collection. Julie, that's Studio Light, my love, not Stamperia. Yeah, that's our Studio Light who do Marlene. But I know Jill will be right. I think it was when Dolly first took Stamperia on the channel. Oh, maybe that's why I don't remember. Oh, it's our Mandy in the room. Hiya, Mandy. Hello, I'm Mandy. Lovely to have you in the room. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise that with Jill. Oh, I'm going to have to Google this. Now, again, the rice papers, absolutely exquisite. Our Mandy, Steph's been very good in your absence. Well, they all have. They've all been filling in, so they've all told me... are you skiving off? Harsh, Julie. She has to work. We've told folk about the double points. So join our wonderful club. It's dead important. Join the loyalty club. Dead easy to do. We've told them about double points, and we've told them that you can get onto the website and get 10% off all the bundles. So we've done it. We've told them. I obviously have forgotten everything, but you know that's standard. Yeah. I'd forgotten all of that, but it's okay because the ladies helped. The ladies knew. Now, if you do want the beautiful rice paper, oh, thank you, Mandy. I did check that. I didn't check what we were doing, but I did check that bit. Now, if you want the rice paper bundle, again, have a look on the website. 10% off the beautiful rice papers, and they are so elegant. And I do think with the rice papers, I don't think there's anything in there that was, maybe, is that the only thing? Even that isn't wedding it, you know? Even that is more timeless, as the name suggests. So I do think with the rice papers, again, it'll give you loads and loads of choice. You know, it's not just one collection. Now, the next thing that we've got, this lovely little bundle, this has got the Washi pad. And again, you can get things single, the card collection and the paper cutouts. So if you do want this bundle, you're going to get 10% off. Okay, so let me take you through this bundle. And these bundles are always so, so beautiful. I'm just going to move the papers because they're proper in my way. Let me just move the papers. I'll pop them over there. So, I love it. I love the washi pads. The washi pads are always so beautiful, aren't they? There's so much in them as well. And I love using washes. The washes are so interesting, the way they layer. Now, and that is so romantic, isn't it? Isn't it a beautiful image? It is very romantic. And you can change the images, so you don't, you definitely don't need to use these wedding if you don't want to. You can definitely change the image. Obviously, because I've got a ridiculous sense of humour or imagination. For some reason, I want to make her all gothic and put her in Halloween. Oh, I tell you, my imagination, ladies. I did giggle because I did say to our Lou, I was like, oh no, my imagination. No, it always goes a bit dark. Wash it again. Beautiful. You've got your gorgeous air balloons. I love these bits. They're just so pretty. And the cars, the vintage cars are magnificent. You've got the beautiful flowers. All the different embellishments as well, which is so, so pretty. That, again, that beautiful art. Because it's washi, it kind of disappears into your background. There are more wedding-y things in this one, but there's so much more, and when you look at it, you are getting so many elements in here, and I adore that. That full sheet of washi is sensational. Now, this is all part of the creative bundle. Okay, now that's your first bit. That's a washi pad. We've then got the cards. Okay, now these card collections are so pretty because with the what are you giggling at, Howard Vanessa? What have I done now? With the card collection, you're getting all sorts. Oh, are you giggling because I wanted to put my lady in Halloween? Yeah, I know, right? Oh, honestly, I'm ridiculous. How can we change it? Let's make it Halloween. Oh, aren't they beautiful? So pretty. Look at the little tags. Look at that. Oh, they're so beautiful. Yeah, it is really nice to me. If you are making a wedding album, I mean, it would be adorable, wouldn't it? Absolutely adorable. And I do think as well, because they've got these elements that aren't specifically wedding, I think if you are doing a wedding album, it wouldn't all be too wedding-y either. Do you know what I mean? Which I think is really important. I love that these are double-sided, because it might be that you're using one side, not the other. Your beautiful little card, again, you might be using that side, not the other. If you are changing it up. Oh, look at that. You complete me. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Look at the artwork. And I love these cards. I just think isn't that beautiful artwork? Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. You've got your lovely couple there. Oh, that's beautiful. So you can imagine a lovely fairy in there, can't you? A Lavinia fairy stamped in there. Stunning. You know what I mean? And it's funny, isn't it, when you start looking through and see different variations. That one is stunning. The car. The world is yours. Go for it. Oh, yes, please. Can I have that car? And then dream. That's beautiful. I adore that. I just think, again, that is so romantic. Now, you get in the card, you get the washi, and you get the paper cutouts. And you know what I'm like. I love the paper cutouts. I just think these are so cool. And they make your project so ridiculously easy. Because the work's done for you. No fussy cutting. And there's so many designs. I mean, look at the volume, look at the amount of stuff you're getting in here. And these are wonderful because the way they're designed. Look, you've got the little, the ink is around the edge. So it means when you pop them out, it's edge to edge, which is beautiful. my word. That's hilarious, Natalie. You're all, that's worse than me. So have you seen what Natalie's put? See, this is terrible. Us lot together. Leonie, she could be the great lady just at the altar. You could use stay with me words. Oh my gosh, yeah. So it's little horror. That's so funny. Oh gosh, we're all as bad as each other, aren't we? As we are, our imaginations. Just having some water. I thought it was wedding orientated, but it's only wedding couple that. Oh, sorry, I've read that one, haven't I, Steph? The hot air balloons are amazing. I'll just have a little drink. Sorry, I'm going quiet. I have to remember to drink water. Yeah, that one is beautiful, and because it's double-sided, oh, I love that they do that. These are absolute must-haves, aren't they? In every Stamperia collection, because of double-sided, you've got so much choice. So if there's a sentiment you're not going to use, you're going to use that side, and I love that. It just allows so much possibility, and like you say, Sylvia, imagination is creativity. Which is why, yes, we are seeing grey ladies. Now, this, and I'm just popping it out because, look at this, and then pop that centre out. The way these have been, you know what I'm like, I love, love, love die cut elements. We need to see if we can get some for our company, because look at that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect detail, and of course they've filled the spacing. You've got a lovely flower in there, so you've got all sorts. I mean, you've got so many beautiful frames, and the frames of course are going to match with the mold. Everything matches, everything's double-sided, so it allows you, maybe you're going to put the frame actually suspended in a card so you can see both sides. You know what I mean? You're gonna do so much. See, I want to attach the card to the hot air balloon, have them wavering from the windows. Oh, fantastic. Julie, I love it. Too much Marlene. You can never have too much Marlene. Julie, never have too much Marlene. I like that we've got us some champagne cake. Oh, who wants cake? Really, really pretty. I love the cutouts. The cutouts are magnificent. If you would love the cutouts, now that comes with the bundle. You can get everything individual, but if you want the bundle, the paper cutouts come with the cards and come with the washi pad. If you do want that collection, you do get 10% off that collection. See what I mean with the why this is just going through kit? Because as ever, you've so much to see. It takes ages to go through because we've so much to see. However, we are on our last bundle. Woohoo! Now, with our last bundle, let's have a little look. So, you're getting your ephemera, you get your die cuts, and you get your stickers. So, with the beautiful stickers, have a little look through. Now, these stickers, we were saying this the other day, they've got like a really nice matte coating on them. So, they're not shiny stickers. They feel really beautiful. They're different. They're really, really different. Beautiful flowers. You know, yes, you've got your couple in there, but you've got so much more. You've got so many gorgeous, gorgeous elements. You've got all your lovely old cards, all them hot air balloons. Really, really, really pretty stickers. So you're getting your 4 sheets of stickers. You're also getting, within this collection, your wonderful die cuts. Now, with the die cuts, it's interesting actually, because our David was saying the other day, our Dave, when thingy, oh my gosh, I'm having a name blank. When thingy, and her name will come back to me in a minute, maybe. But she was saying, if you don't want the shine, and it's funny really, why I've never thought about sort of saying, because I use it all the time, but if you don't like the shine, if you put a matte medium over the top of this, it dulls the shine. So I think I've never sort of thought about saying that, because I kind of like the variation in all the different images. However, you might not want that shine. You've got that choice. Now, the really nice thing about these is, of course, the weighty. Vicky, thank you, gang. Vicky. Oh, her name would not come back to me. Do you know what? All I were thinking was a surname. And oh, that's terrible, isn't it? And I love the frames in this. And you can do all sorts with the frames. Like you can have them all linking. You know, you could even, I mean, they've done that. They've put the little holder. You could even have that in, you know, tied onto the frame, which would look really, really beautiful. You've got, of course, you've got hot air balloons. You know, you've got beautiful, beautiful bows. Look at the bows. How pretty. It were only her surname I could think of. Isn't that, and it were only the because I can't say her surname properly, so it was the version of the way I say her surname, which that was all. Oh, that's terrible, my brain. Aren't they beautiful? Hello, puppies. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. So you've got so many different elements in there. You have got wedding elements, but again, you can change things, and there's some things that you're going to use for cards that you're making to sell. You know, so maybe this is a beautiful collection. Some of it you're just going to be using for you. Some of it you're going to be using for your art journal. Some of it you're going to be using birthdays, etc, etc. And then some of it you're going to be using for cards you make to sell. You know, and at least you've got that option. And it's gorgeous imagery. So if you are doing that, if you are making to sell, it's one of those that everything's really, really pretty. Right, let me put these back because these are always the thing I lose. So you've got your die cut, you get your stickers, and thought they were brass, but they're sunglasses. That's hilarious. Yeah, they haven't put, they missed a trick there, Steph, didn't they? They missed a trick not putting in sexy lingerie. That's hilarious. Okay, so the last thing to show you is our wonderful ephemera. So you've got die cuts, and this is last but by no means least, because this is always one of my favourites. I adore the ephemera. I love the shine on it. Absolutely stunning. And they feel great. You know, they feel so detailed. I mean, look at the little bird's feet. You know, look at the perfume bottle. Oh, just so pretty. So pretty. And the colour palette. Oh, yeah, I really like these. They're stunning. You've got your little couple, of course, and you've got the... I love it. I mean, the sheen on it is beautiful. Look at the car. Isn't that nice? You've got your lady. Hello, lady. That, again, does not need to be wedding it. You know, and I think that's the thing, isn't... Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? I really like that. But yeah, I think that's really important that they don't have to be wedding it at all. I mean, that reminds me of like Jane Austen or something, doesn't it, you? With that artwork. It absolutely, that just reminds me of an old novel, you know, for sure I can't think of anything other than a Jane Austen now. It's just got that vibe about it, that beautiful vintage vibe. And the air balloons, look at them. Stunning, really, really pretty. Now, if you want that collection, you have got the mould. No, you haven't. I'm lying to you. You have got the ephemera, you've got the die cuts, and you've got the stickers. The collection, of course, you can get them all separately, but you can get the collection and you will be making a 10% saving. And, of course, double points. Make sure you join our loyalty club. It's not an automatic join-up thing. We do need you to sign up for the loyalty club, so please make sure you do that. I'd hate you not to be part of it. And I really hope some of the lovely ladies that have been shopping with us for ages are part of that, because honestly, it does make a difference. Now then, we've done it. We've gone through the whole collection. So, because I've got I'm not going to end now because it's too early. So let's do some of the goodies. So first of all, let's touch on the moulds. Because they're so pretty. I'm going to use some of the Sculpey dry clay. Do we have any of this, Mandy, the Sculpey dry clay in stock? Because, I do love this clay. We've got, and we've been using both, so we've got Sculpey and we've got Colour Plus. Both air dry clays. And really lovely clays to use. They're really, really cool. To join, click on rewards and follow the instructions, everyone. So that's how you join. What I will do after the live, I'll make sure I start popping it, on Facebook about the club. I know when we send out our newsletters, we always put a link on how to join. But obviously, if you haven't seen it, you might not know. But yeah, dead easy. Just click on rewards and join the club. It's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Right, now, all I'm going to do is squidge this in. Okay. Oh, let me cut off my tag. Bear with. Cut off my tag because that's getting in my way. So, squidging the clay in. Now, on this mould, as I said, it's designed for cold pours only, so not your hot glue gun. Obviously resins can get quite warm. I have used resin, however, and I know our Jill uses resin in these, and we haven't had any problems. But they do say, about no hot pours, so they are covering themselves just in case. But I haven't had any sort of go wrong on me or get holes in. So, and I use resin. Now let's just easing that out. I need to contact Amanda to sort mine out. I think I've used different emails. Oh yeah, get in contact with our Amanda, Julie, and see what happened, because we don't want you to be missing out on your points, because points absolutely make prizes. And see, so that's just now. Look at the depth of that. Isn't that fab? Now I've actually done it so it's I'm not using loads and loads of clay, but you could do it solid if you want. But isn't that just fabulous? Fabulous. We do have the Sculpey clay, so if you do want it, we have got, I'm using the terracotta one, which is lovely. Just leave that to dry. I generally leave it drying overnight, just to be on the safe side. And the shrinkage, it doesn't shrink too much. The colour changes. If I just show you this, so it goes slightly lighter, you can see, but it's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. If you do want that mould, of course you can get the moulds individual. The hot air balloon is lovely. Now, you were saying about doing two moulds and squidging them together. So, let's have a little look. Bless you, don't blame me for watching this. Oh, do you know what? Yes, Lillian. Yes, the Sculpey is the clay I have used in the mould. And that's like we've got on part of our designs, the art inspirations, we have the Martina moulds. And with the Martina moulds, one of them is really super, super delicate. And this clay is brilliant for that, because I leave it in the mould and it just like day after. I did obviously, you have to ease it out nice and gentle, but it was dry and it was brilliant. And oh my gosh, it was amazing. It came out of the mould wonderfully. Now, squidging this in like so. Okay, so you were saying about moulding them together. So what I'm gonna do, okay, is as I'm squidging, rather than, normally we trim off the extra, there we go, we trim off the extra clay, you know what I mean? But this time, because I'm going to blend them together, I'm going to have a bit of extra, okay? And then, let's pop this out. Now, obviously, you're going to see a join. Depending what clay you use, your air dry clay, that'll be, super easy to use. Your resin, if you were putting the resins together, so if you're doing it with resin and putting two resins together, what you could actually do, if this were resin, you could mould one in resin, let it cure, and then fill that mould up with resin again, and the one that's cured, just pop it gently on top. So, theoretically, because it's not going to fall back in the mould, but it would fuse. So that would fuse to the resin underneath. So obviously, I'm just hoping, I'm not sure if it'd, I don't think it'd, no, it wouldn't destruct the air. because obviously it's resin, so you'll be fine. So that's another way of actually joining them together. So with this, let's have a little see. So I need to now start to mould them together. I'm just checking I've done right. Mould. I've squidged it a bit though with my fat thumbs there. There we go. Got Sculpey off your website. Not used it yet. Oh, get it used. Get it used. It's such good clay. Now, what I'm going to do is make a thingy. I've forgotten what it's called. What's it called? Oh, the name's not coming back to me. Where you make a slip. Oh, I remembered. So make a slip. So you get a bit of clay. Now, I'm going to cover this up because it's really warm in here. I am actually going to cover my clay up. I'm going to put it in a plastic bag because I don't want it drying on me while I'm doing this. And this is just to show you, because we were chatting about making your 3D. So, yes, decorations for mobile, make them double-sided. That's it, Julie. Imagine your possibilities. I mean, oh my gosh, there's so much you can do. And the molds are just beautiful. You know, and I think I think your hot air balloons are one of those things that they're kind of they are, I don't know, they're a little bit, they're almost magical, aren't they? You know what I mean? They're very dreamy, and it gives you that sort of I don't know, that sort of feeling, doesn't it? That lovely sort of dreamy vibe. So all you do to make a slip is squid your clay with water. Okay, now, what this will do will allow you to mix the clay, I'm just trying to get a harder one, to stick the clay together. You could let them dry and then physically glue them together. You could do that. And then make a slip, and the actual bit that's, oh, I don't like working on plastic. The actual join, if you put the slip in the join, then it helps kind of seal that join and hide the join as well. I mean, I'm still going to be able to, unless I come in with my moulding tools to get it absolutely perfect, you're still going to see the join, you know, and you do have to be careful not to squidge the actual design, but there are ways of doing it. And that's what we're saying effectively. You know, this is possible. I'd probably wait for them to dry and then physically glue them together. I think that would be the easiest. But obviously we haven't time to wait for it to dry. Now then. Okay. So we're popping that here, like so. And let me see if this is wet enough. Let's see. And I'm hoping I've actually done enough as well. If I'd have done it solid, it'd have been much easier. I've made work for myself. Of course I have. Because that's the kind of girl I am. I'll squish that back. It's because I wasn't going to do this originally. But so, pop a little bit of my slip there. Did I call it slip before? Or have I changed the name? And then let's put it here as well. Along the side. Okay. This is a bit where... Can you hear the playground? I don't even know where the playground is. It's mad how much noise carries, isn't it? There we go. And let's see what this does. It's not going to be perfect, because you need a bit of time to play. But, so your slip will hold it together. And then, can you see there where the slip is? Can you see? Oh no, you can't, because I'm not showing you the camera. There. Can you see that it starts to bond them together? Oh, what was Lillian been making? That must have been brilliant. Oh, Lillian, what have you been making? Slurry! Is that what it's called? It's slurry. I thought it was slip. What's a slip then? Apart from something that you wear under your garment. Slurry. Oh, thank you, Lillian. It's an S word, right? There we go. And then just start joining. So you start joining the clay, and I'm handling it really gently, like so. Obviously I go back in with a knife and actually put some of the detail in. It's a slurry. Slurry sounds a bit meh, doesn't it? You know, it doesn't sound as nice. Shall we rename it and call it a slip? I just sworn it was a slip. There we go. And see, if there's any cracks, you mend it with this, with your slurry. I'm going to stick my finger in the water so I can start to play with the clay. Oh man, it feels really nice. Yeah, it does sound like school dinner time. I'm hungry. And I love that. Hearing children out to play makes me hungry. That sounds weird. It's only because it reminds me of dinner time, which again sounds weird. Oh, saw Charlie this morning. It's funny, but so I'm walking dogs and he were just going in school. And I wanted Indy to give him a really big welcome, but I think because she doesn't see him enough, she doesn't sort of, my dogs are quite aloof though. Like, they only give big welcomes to myself, my stepdad, and my mate Tova and her dogs. That's literally the only people who get a big welcome. Everybody else gets a kind of or if you've got treats, that's when Indy will give you a big welcome. But but it was so lovely. Eventually Indy did give him a good welcome. It was right nice seeing him there. There we go. There. Okay, I'm going to stop. Now, if you wanted to hang this, put wire in before you do this bit. But mind you, it won't matter. It being clay and still soft, I could still put wire through. If you are doing what I'm doing now, if you've got wet fingers, obviously it's clay, so it starts moving way easier. There. Okay. And yeah, do them flat, so don't do them like I do, like I've just done. I remember using slipstick handles onto mugs back in the 90s. So. And that's how you make slip, innit? You make slip like that. It's just clay. Oh, maybe I am a bit right. Maybe we're both right, Sylvia. Maybe. I've not been looking, so I don't know what debate has been occurring. There we go. Maybe we're both right, though. Who watches Pottery Throwdown? Is that not one of the best programmes on telly? I love it when he cries. There. Done it. Look. Isn't that nice? 3D. And you could, and look, now I did that, squidged it, getting it out of the mould. But if you, it's a slip and slurry. It does sound quite good, does that, doesn't it? Whoa, slip and slurry. If you do that, if you do put any dints and things in, get a knife, a little craft knife or something, or a moulding tool, and you can literally just put detail back in again. And that's a lovely thing with working with clay, whether it's air dry, whether it's your beautiful paper clay, whichever it is, that feels so substantial. That is so substantial. Slip is a clay slurry. Hey, Lillian, we were both right, weren't we then? We were both right. Slip's a clay slurry. So all the S's. That feels wonderful, actually. Oh my gosh. That feels wonderful. Uh-oh, where did my mind go? I don't know. What, is that my slip and my slurry? Actually, it wasn't too bad this time. It wasn't as bad as people in wedding dresses, which is just weird, isn't it? I kind of almost don't want to waste that, but it's silly keeping it. So, with something like this now, I haven't got on here, I haven't got any lovely little tools that I can mend and blend with. I used to have all my clay tools because I used to do fine more years and years ago. But to remold it, I mean, you'd use you'd use something finer than this, but it's dead easy. You're putting it back, see, pop it a little bit, am I doing it right? Yeah, popping it back in the water, just so I can start remolding that clay. And oh my gosh, I mean, this is lovely because you can start really emphasising those indentations before it's dry. And actually, I mean, this clay is already, I can feel it sort of drying off a little bit, but that just allows me to work with it even better because I can hold it. You know, it's not giving in on me, it's not collapsing, so it's still allowing me to actually work and actually more or less engrave. Can you see? You're more or less engraving into it, which is lovely. I had a good idea, everyone's joining together, go me. Steph, go you. It was a very good idea, and that, Steph, inspired me. And now I can't put it down because now I'm having a lovely time. Because it reminds me of my older days when I used to do clay, my fine more. And there's something ridiculously satisfying about this. Oh, thank you, Mandy. That's so sweet. I did used to do a lot of fine more, didn't I? Back in the day. I used to sell Wallace and Gromit under the counter because I think they were probably copyrighted. I used to get well paranoid that the Wallace and Gromit police were going to come and arrest me. They probably, no, they can't anymore. I have no evidence. But there you go. Okay, I will put this down and move on. I'm finding it very hard to put it down and move on. I really like this. How is Steph? Go you. I'm so happy with this. Isn't that just lovely? Oh, and it feels divine. That feels lovely. I tell you what I am going to do. I am actually going to put a hole in it because I want to be able to have the opportunity. I had wire earlier on, which obviously now I can't find. I want to have the opportunity to be able to hang this later, because if you let it dry, I did for my 21st. Oh my gosh, Mandy, I can't remember. I still have a Wallace and Gromit, do you? Mandy, I absolutely cannot remember. And you know me. What did I make you teddy bears for your 21st? Oh, man. Oh, I'm terrible, aren't I? Mandy's got a real good memory, everybody. Me and Mandy, it is hilarious. Like, Mandy can remember loads of things we did. I'm empty. I'm terrible. I can't remember hardly anything, but Mandy remembers everything. Oh, you still got Wallace and Gromit. I remember making for kids on the street. I remember I did South Park as well. And I made him a South Park character, and one of the other kids came along and just squidged it, which was quite disappointing. But it was kind of cute, you know. I loved all the kids on our street because they were proper feral. I'm looking for a rod to put down it, but I haven't got it. That wire is too fine, and it won't go through properly, so it's too fine. But I do need something to go through properly to... But I have nothing on my desk. But anyway, guys, see, I have got carried away now, haven't I? You've lost me. I can now picture Wallace and Gromit on a motorbike, sidecar with Cyrus strapped to the head. Oh, Julie, absolutely wonderful. I tell you what I used to make with Wallace and Gromit. I made loads. I used to do him in his wrong trousers. I've also, I did Wendoline once. I did quite a few of the feathers. Kilkenny, that's right, Sam. I used to make them. Well, I made them once. I made South Park once, but I made like quite a few main characters and took them out to the feral kids, which were fabulous. And they weren't feral, but you know, back in them days, kids just used to run around and play on the street, didn't they, and have a nice time. Yes, a wooden skewer would be great, Steph, if only I had one, but I haven't. I have nothing on my desk. I've nothing but this really fine bit of wire, nothing. So I'm gonna have to just stick this through. Anyway, what else do I used to make? Feathers McGraw. Obviously, what else? I can't remember. Oh, Sean the sheep. I used to make Sean the sheep. They used to sell like hotcakes. Yeah, I know. Wire's just coming out there. I'm going to have to give up. Yes, there is always one friend who remembers everything. They're dangerous, aren't they? They're the friends you have to stay friends with forever. Because, you know, they remember everything. Whereas I remember nothing. Did you speak of the voices when you were making them? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh, yes. Hello there, Gromit. Yeah, and of course I used to do the voices. Yeah, because they were proper northern. Oh, I can't remember anything that they said now, which is terrible. Right, I'm just going to stop messing about with this because I am making a mess. But hopefully I'll have a little hangy hole. I won't be keeping that there. Obviously, I remember everything. Oh, Lillian, I'm lucky. I remember nothing. Right. clay. And I'm going to stop because I have been doing that for ages now. I am going to stop and I'll put it there. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. If you want that clay mould, please check your baskets out. Now we've got about another half hour before we've done our 2 hours. So what I want to do is share some of the dyes with you because it's so new, but not new, but new enough. To the Stamperia collection, reintroduce, shall we say. I think it's dead important to do the more cheese grommet, that were it. Yeah, more cheese grommet. Oh, grommet. Oh gosh, I can't see, I need more lines now. More cheese grommet. Oh, they were brilliant, weren't they? Absolutely brilliant. So let's get some die cutting done. Because there's so much you can do with these as well. And the beautiful thing about all the dies, they're not too fussy, you know. They haven't got too much. Oh, I've just dropped my ephemera. I'll pick that up later. They haven't got too much faff going on, so it does allow you to really play. So what I'm going to do, I am going to bring up my die cutting machine so we can have a little play. Getting cheese cravings now. That's Wallace and Gromit for you, innit? They give you the cheese cravings. Okay. Oh yes, brand new machine. Thank you to Mr. Pete Hughes, who is an absolute marvellous. Sacrilege. Why? What was a sacrilege? What have I said now? Okay, so let's go for it. So let's take, I'll take this one first of all. We'll get some of the lovely little leaves cut so we can start actually doing some of the moulding. Now, although we haven't on our website got the actual moulding stuff, there are available if you do want moulding, you know, the different moulding things like the embossing tool, but we know a lot of you'll have the embossing tool, and obviously to mould you can just use foam as well, so it does allow you to really play. So taking the die first of all. Now I've got all the beautiful sort of elements. I'm just going to cut them out on cream card first of all, so I'm not going to actually cut the pretty papers yet. Let's just go with the cream card. And we'll cut the actual leaves and then we'll cut the flowers. So we've got a really nice selection. Now you might be cutting, you might be inking the card first. You might have coloured card that you're cutting it out of. The choice is yours. Or, oh look, all the clay's flaking off. Or of course what you might be doing is colouring it after, which is absolutely what I'm going to be doing with this. Now a good old A4, this is because I've got dried clay all over my hands, so it's just flaking everywhere. We've got our Surrey slip all over it shop. Okay, there we are. I'll pop it like that, and hopefully it won't move. It did yesterday when I said, oh, it won't move, I can see it, and then it absolutely moved. Right, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take these ones because of the flowers. How's the stock, Mandy? I haven't looked. Enjoying this too much. Oh, thank you. I've dropped my shiny ephemera, Sam. I'm going to have to go and rummage for that afterwards, which is very annoying. Now, let's pop these on as well. All out the thingy. Oh, come on, Leona. The words, the simple words as well. Out of the cream card for now, because it's easier, no faff. Okay, and these are your lovely little petals, and then there are your leaves. Because I've got quite a lot going on there, I'm not going to put the leaves on as well. I don't want to push my look, and I am already pushing my look a little bit, aren't I? Let's just make sure that that's right, and we can see that there's loads of clay on there as well. Of course there is. Now let's turn the machine on and pop that through. Now holding it in situ so I know that none of those dies are moving. I am so pleased about this. Can you still buy that machine? Yeah, they had it on Hobby Maker just the other day. And actually, that's when I saw our lovely Mr. Pete Hughes But yes, they had it on Hobby Maker. I love this machine. The reason, because I was using my Grand Caliber, which I love, not wrong with my Grand Caliber. The reason I wanted this is because of that. I can work on top of it, and I really, really like that. I just think that is so handy. Yeah, I have been careful. The other reason I love this machine is because when I was loading it into the actual machine, I could see exactly where my dies were going, and because it's so flat, I could see that they hadn't moved. So that really helped. You've got the reverse button as well, which is brilliant. I know that a lot of them have the reverse button, but it is super, super handy. And like Pete said, he was saying that the machine isn't necessarily stronger than other machines, but they've done that for a reason, because then it's not going to put too much pressure on, which is important, because you don't want things to sort of bend and stuff. Right, okay, so look everybody, look where my tool is. I'll never lose my pokey tool again. So, taking these little elements out. So we've got our beautiful little film strip. I'll give this a bash actually, because that'll get rid of all them little extra bits, and it gets it out way quicker than faffing. Beautiful little film strip, really, really handy. You've also got the bigger film strip, which is Lush. Oh, love that. I really like film strips because they make such good frames, don't they? You know, you can do anything, and of course you can layer it, so you can do another one and layer. Beautiful to put your photographs as well. Really, really pretty. And I just, yeah, adore it. Let's have a little see at this one. Okay, so bob that out. Yeah, I have been naughty and Adam sort of, you know, squidge one on top of other, which is rubbish. It does kill them, doesn't it? But I can't be bothered taping them down, truth be known. And most of the time it's all right. There, aren't they delicate? Stunning, absolutely stunning. I like these. And then you've got all your little flowers. So these are ready to go. Let's just pop them there, pop them there. You've got your little leaves, and because we went back through, I'm hoping you can see the embossed detail on that. If you can't, you will be. Yes, you can, which is really, really pretty. So you've got, so all those gorgeous leaves have got embossed detail on, which is really effective. So let's pop all these out. What I like to do, I mean, things like this, it's nice just to have like a little bit of time doing all the die cutting, isn't it? And then you've got them all ready to go. So then when you're ready to actually assemble, they're there, they're ready. I will cut the leaves as well, because then we've got those beautiful leaves. I need to invest in some magnetic sheets actually, because it is annoying just putting them back on packaging, isn't it? You know, and invariably I don't put them back on the right packaging. I've already forgotten what were in what, to be fair. I do think I mean, behind it does tell me. And I love the you know, the designs. That's really pretty, isn't it? Just those with the leaves, really, really elegant. And that's the thing with this collection. Everything about it is very elegant. And even the ideas and the inspiration that it's going to give you are fabulous. The hydrangea, it gives me what's in there. So at least I do sort of know what's in there. But next time you see this, it'll be like, yeah, I've no idea. I've no idea what's in there. No idea. Right, let's pop them there. Let's pop them there and that there. And that's in there. That's definitely with the hydrangea. So I'm going to cut the leaves, and I am going to cut, because I'm sending it back through, I might as well do some more flowers. I'm flipping this because you can already see there's already a wobble on it. I like to flip my plate. Oh, I like to flip my plate because it does help keep it to keep it straight, you know, and that, let's face it, that helps with the life of the plate. I'm now filling in. So at first I had left spaces, and that was because I was being lazy and I wasn't putting tape down. But now I'm coming back and filling in those spaces because I'm not as bothered. Obviously there's nothing to, you know, for the die to hit on that, so I might as well come back and fill in, you know. So it is sort of maximising the room on the cardstock. So I'm not wasting all that cardstock. I am actually going to come back and fill some of that in. I'm not going to cut everything. If I was doing this and you guys weren't all watching me, I would actually use more of the card. I'd put more dies in there. I love the leaves berries, great for filler inners. Yeah, they are, aren't they, Sylvia? And I like these dies. I find they're quite oh, I didn't reverse it in time. They're quite they're not over fussy, are they? You know, and I like that. I think it really does give us quite a lot of options. See, I didn't reverse it, but it's still got the detail on that leaf. So you can see it's still got the beautiful embossed detail, which is really nice. Really nice. Okay. And again, I've still got a bit of card left. So I can still put that back through again. So that's not being binned yet. I can still get more out of it. Now let's just pop these out and then let's get some flower moulds done. Now, although we haven't got the moulding tools on our website, I am going to be using the moulding tools because I do have moulding tools, of course I do. But where they are is an absolute mystery. I probably won't find my moulding tools for about 5 years. So I am going to use the Stamperia moulding tools. Because thankfully they did actually send me some goodies to Stamperia. Okay, so let's pop that out. I haven't got them out ready, but I will go and get them. I know where they are. There. Okay, so that's our lovely little layers. Obviously 4 o'clock, when you come back at 4, we will have another look at dies, but we will do something different. And of course, I'll have things actual die cut, but it is nice to see. Yeah, I think it is important to see them being die cut. You know, you need to see that they work, that they actually they die cut beautifully. And I tell you what, with dies like this, with nice open spaces, it's things like this I love cutting out. You know, like, because it just makes them different. Although, like, as soon as you start popping it on a space like this, you get, you know what I mean? You start going, oh yeah, that's a nice background. Innit? Or yes, I might find them when I'm not looking for them, or I might never see them again. I mean, oh my gosh, they could literally be anywhere. I've so much stuff to sort. It's just ridiculous. Okay, so let me I'm organising. So I'm getting my little petals. So I've got a little bundle of that size and I've got a bundle of that size. And get the leaves so everything's nice and organised so you know where everything is. Now, on the back of the packaging, if I just turn this round, so they have just used 2 petals on there for the hydrangea. All you need. And so it does mean, and it does actually say, oh, you've got a little QR code. Now, I haven't tried it yet, but that might even, I bet that just takes us to Stamperia. I should really try it. But just watch that a minute. Make sure it doesn't fly anywhere. Because I'm just going to get my little tool set. And I am going to get the moulding mat. Now, like I said, we haven't got these ones, but I know they will be available. I know Stamperia have done the whole collection. So they have done the shaping mat, they have done the shaping tools. So I know they are going to be available. We haven't got them in because, like we said, we thought, well, a lot of people will already have embossing tools and shaping tools and stuff like that. If you haven't got these, then it does have a really good big ball tool on there. And I have one blow on them. They are really pretty. And I tell you what, these are heavyweights. So they are nice quality. They could do you damage if that dropped on your toe, which I'm not going to do because I've no shoes on. Right, okay, let's open that. The beauty of working from your own little room, innit? No shoes, it's great. That's it. Okay, so easy peasy. We've got our beautiful little petals. Now, if you want to actually colour tint these, you can colour tint them before you start decorating. So I'm just going to, I've got some Wilted Violet. Going for the first colour that I picked up on my little pile of inks. So colour tinting, of course, is ridiculously easy. And actually, there's loads of ways you can do this. You could do it in a, like, you know, if you put them all... if you put the ink on a surface and then dipped them in, that would look beautiful. And I might do that later actually, because I really, really like that. Or you can be more specific. As ever, I'm trying to find a purple. It's that usual thing, everybody, where my colours are never, ever what I need them to be. There's always 50 blue. Literally. So, right, you are going to be purple. Okay, so... just do a bit of colouring. And what I love about this is not having it even. And this is why I like actually colouring them as opposed to cutting it out of coloured paper. You can, if you cut it out of coloured paper, of course you're going to get a beautiful, you know, finish, like out of Stamperia paper. That would be lovely. But I love this because it's uneven, and I think that makes it look more natural. Obviously, do the other side as well, because you're going to be shaping them. So you want the sort of reverse side showing. So on this one, and I'll show you the variation. So on this one, let's do the outside edge. Okay. And just be careful when you're applying your colour, because that little hole there, which is for the stamens, that is quite delicate. So when I'm holding it, I am holding the flower, so that I don't put too much stress on that particular join, because I don't want to rip my petals off before I've even created one flower. So I've got 4 there, and then on the bigger petals, let's take it and do the ink in the centre. Let's change it up. I do enjoy playing around with things like this. It's one of those, like, because you can create so many different looks. I mean, there's no way you'd just be creating like one lot of flowers with these. You're going to play, aren't you? You're going to experiment. And I like cutting them out of different, like with my background papers, because again, you get variations. There we go. And when you ink them up, you're really seeing the detail. So it really does make it pop. So inking it is definitely worth it. Now, easy peasy. So we take our shaping mat, which actually, this does feel different to a lot of the, oh yeah, cutting them out of pearlescent cardstock, beautiful, absolutely. I mentioned you on Vicky P's live because she has blending brushes just for embossing ink. Julie, I mean, obviously, Julie, you know I have that as well. No. Absolutely no, not I. That's hilarious. Oh, I mean, these people who are so organised. I mean, what is this? Oh, I don't understand. So, I'm going to lay them face down. I'm just checking that they are face down. And I'm just going to give them a light spritz with water. Just a light spritz. I don't want them absolutely saturated. And my brain's late saying, no, saturated. Because if you get them too soggy, then when you come to actually mould them, you're just going to ruin it, you know. Everything's just going to rip and tear. So you definitely don't want it to be too soft. And then bringing in my little flower, and I'm sure we've all had a go at this, because all you need to do is start moving that ball tool. So just spinning my ball tool, and that, let's do a bigger one, get it quicker. That will start to shape it. And with your ball tools, if you've got embossing tools, you can do this. You can, to be fair, you can do... Oh, I've put too much water on that, so I'll just have to roll it. To be fair, you can do this with, like, end of a paintbrush. you know. You don't need ball tools. However, it does make it easy. And that's the joy of this, because it's designed to do it, so it makes it really easy. But yeah, if you haven't got them, paintbrush. Use a paintbrush. Head of and you've got different size paintbrushes, so just do that. See where I've put too much water? If you put too much water, it won't spin. So you only need a little bit of water. However, if you do this, right, if you do a crunch, the crunch gives you, I quite like it, because can you see how it gives you that texture on the paper? And that almost, that gives you that kind of floral look, doesn't it? Which looks really, really pretty. Now, there's different ways of doing this as well. So you can see, and now, can you see the design? So, you could either just have them cupping in like this, or if you spin it, and then you take your embossing tool and start to actually get it so your petal comes back out again. Now, it's up to you how much you like doing this. You might be like, a bit too much faff that. But it looks really effective. In fact, I've done that the wrong way around. I should have done that side first and then this side. But can you start to see? You get that shape. I hope you can see that. Oh yeah, look. See how you get that shape? So it scoops it in. So that embossing scoops that in, like so. And then this embossing just brings, smaller one, just brings that petal out. Like so. I'm just going to do a little nick here and there. So it just gives me that lovely, lovely shape. You don't, it is up to you how much you do this. Because you dampen the edge and use water like glue. Let's have a think. Yeah, I suppose you could. I mean, if you dampen the edge, just don't do too much, because your embossing tool doesn't like to move on the paper if it's too wet. But yeah, I mean, this is, no, it's not damp anymore. This has dried quite substantially now. But yeah, definitely. Oh, are you still talking about this? No, you're not, are you? You're talking about the clay. Sorry, that message has come through. What it does, it sends me messages, the old messages back through, and I've just realised that's about the clay when I were doing the slip. But yes, for the clay you could, but it's better making a slip stroke slurry, because it's thicker. You can put it on, and I have gone back to the clay now because I'm answering that question because I missed it. You can put it on thicker, you see, and it's quicker. Whereas if you're using just the actual sides of the mould or the clay that you're working with, then that sometimes you're having to scrape quite a lot of the clay off. You know what I mean? But if you've actually created your own little slip, then you can put it on quite thick, and it also covers cracks and stuff. So it's definitely worth doing. Right, I know we haven't got these either, but you will. I am sure you've got stamens. Stamens are fabulous because these make your flowers into flowers. Now, when you fold this over, obviously I'm using about 3, which is way too many. Let's just use 2. I'm going to use 2. Now, that wire that I had before, this is really, really handy for threading your stamens in. So just get a little bit of wire, like so. Get your little stamens, obviously find your centre, pop your wire through. And then what you're going to do is, with your little, it's like, you're threading, you know them wire threading needle things. So all you're doing is threading your little stamens through your petals. So we've got one petal there, one petal there, like so. Oh, I'm feeling all fingers and thumbs because I haven't got them even. There we go. That's better. One petal there, one petal there. I'd have been better gluing them first, wouldn't I? Of course I would. There. And you should put a bit of glue, really. I forgot that bit. And then now I'm trying to do this gently because I don't want to be there. Perfect. And then pull those stamens so they are going to be perfect. Because at the minute, they look a bit like an alien's head. Oh no, they don't. That looks well pretty. And then a little flower. How cute is that? Boom. Nice and pretty. Obviously, yeah, I should have put a little bit of glue there. Of course I should have, which would be miles easier. And that stamen does need pulling through a bit, because that stamen is a bit chunky for my tiny, delicate little flower. Now, if you don't want to use your stamens, you don't need to. Like with something like this, for instance, I'll just bob that to one side. Let's use the bigger ones. And this time, let's use 4 of them together. Okay, what time is it? So, 1:25. Put the wire in before joining the 2 bits together. What I should have done, Steph, the molds, it's still mold questions coming in. That's hilarious. Why am I now getting loads of mold thingies? Isn't that funny? So, let's do this again. And this time, let's do it the other way about. So let's pop a bit of pressure just that way on. So then my petals are going to be going the other way. And then let's speed it up a bit. A little bit of movement there. And I've done it. Which way do I do it? This way. I'm going to speed it up a bit because I'm nearly out of time, aren't I? Do you go into faff mode with stuff like this? You just go into faff mode, don't you? Because you get a bit like, I don't know, you start to play a bit, so it ends up being faff mode. Okay, but we're doing 4, and I'm going to do the bigger ball tool. I'm doing the bigger ball tool first, because that kind of starts easing those fibres. So rather than going in and breaking all the fibres and starting to rip and tear it, the big one just starts to gently, like we do with parchment. But the thing is with this, can you see the water? My ink has made the water. Oh, I did that wrong. The thing is with this, when you crease the fibres, especially when you're doing flowers, it looks really quite effective. Because those flowers, it makes them look more natural. I'm just pushing down. The foam mat is really handy, because the foam mat does allow the actual ball tool to impress into the actual flower, into the petal. So the foam mat is definitely worth. If you haven't got a foam mat, I'd look at getting one of those. It's definitely worth it. However, you can use, if you have got like thick foam, but you do want it really quite and thick. This is lovely, actually. It's a really nice foam mat, is this. Now, this time, I'm not going to be an idiot, and I'm actually going to glue the things together. Just be careful, because I don't want to glue everything, because I do need to get the wire through the hole to make sure. Let me cut that down. There we go. So let's make sure this threads. So we've got 1 petal. Should I do 4 petals? More petals this time. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it looks like if we've got more petals. I'm threading it onto the wire, because if I don't, then I might glue the hole up. Alright. I wonder if it'll be too much. Oh, let's see. Oh, and you could put the smaller ones on as well, couldn't you? Let's do it that way. Oh no, I'm starting to mess about again. Or shall I just do a big one? What are people saying? Oh, I think you're just watching. No, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put another one on there. Like so. So I'm going to pop a bit of glue. Pop another one on there. Oops, I've done it wrong side. So that's the side. This is my wrong side. Oh, gang. I'm being all fingers and thumbs with this, aren't I? Today. Can I blame it on needing food? I mean, it's probably nothing to do with needing food. I'm just being fingers and thumbs. Right, and then let's do this last one. And then I'll arrange them. Right, okay. Squidge them together. and let's arrange them. Let's get before I do any squidging, get my lovely little, I want to call them antennaes. They're so not antennaes. They're the flower thingies. I've forgotten what they're called though. I think I need my eyes tested. What have you said? Oh, see, it's all the old messages coming through, which is proper annoying, because I keep just seeing old messages, which is hilarious. Right, pop that open, and then pop these through, like so. So that's my little stamens. And I must admit, with stamens, these are really handy, obviously for anything like this, but you know, if you've any paper flowers that you've bought from shop that require assembling. So I bet, because Hobby House used to do them, didn't they? Loads of them. So I bet you've probably got some of them left if you used to buy their kits. Loved their kits. See, I don't know, I haven't heard of that company in ages. Oh, and I loved their kits. Right, gentle. Pull that through and see. Look how well that looks. Now, what I love about this is because of the colour palette, the way that looks, because the colour's just in the centre, and look how cute that is compared to that one. Completely different look. And that's the thing, isn't it, with dyes like this? You know, you start playing, you start creating completely different effects, completely different flowers. I love that. I think that looks really, really effective. And I mean, both of them together are going to look so sweet, aren't they? And you can put these, and then when you've got, what time is it? It is time, really. I was going to ask if you're hungry. I am hungry. I'm really, really hungry. That's it. I'm just fading away, ladies. That's why, and gentlemen, that's why I can't even think, because I'm just fading away. So if I get now a little bit of green, let's do that one. Let's do that one. So very, very, very quickly, put a little bit of green on there, and then a little bit of green on this one. And I'm also, so this is Twisted Citron, which you have to say, yeah, it does look a bit like a pansy, doesn't it? But that, I mean, when it says what flower it is, you always ignore that, right? You take that as a serving suggestion, as opposed to this is what you are making. I'm going to stick a bit of antique linen on, because I want to bring that green down. The green is too green. The antique linen will absolutely knock the green back, and it'll give it a really nice soft shine, a really nice soft tone. Yeah, it's definitely not what you're going to make. You're going to play. I mean, if I'd layered the different petals shapes together, you know, as soon as you start to do that, you get another variation again. And that's the fun about creating your own flowers, isn't it? If I'd have moulded them if I'd have faffed about a bit longer with the moulding, that again would change it. So you've just got so many different options and so many different ways of using them. And I love that. And look at this. I mean, of course, the background isn't perfect, but start to layer those beautiful leaves up. There we go. On that film strip. I mean, that in itself looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Absolutely beautiful. But then if you take your little flowers, and with the stamens, I'm going to glue this. I thought I glued it, but for some reason that thing is still moving, so we obviously didn't glue it enough. There we go. I've been very gentle with my glue. So with your stamens, what you want to do to make sure that doesn't come out, I'm just going to put a blob of glue there at the base before I cut this off. Make sure you do that before you chop it off, otherwise. But then you put your little flowers on as well. Wait for your glue to dry, which I am definitely not doing. You're going to have to imagine this, because that glue is being stubborn. Come on, just dry. It's normally really quick drying as well. That's better. Okay, now I can do it. So that's better. So popping that there, I didn't take my wire out. Take the wire out. Take the wire out. There we go. And then squish this. And then cut that off. So that's safe. And then you've got your second flower. So just faff about where you want to put that. But how pretty is that going to look? Like that. Come on, you. When you glue it down, I'm not going to glue it down to this because it's not the right base. But when you glue it down, that's when you play around with how it's sitting. But how that's so beautiful, isn't it? Isn't it pretty? I love, love, love that. And I will actually put that on a proper base, so not just on my, you know, my dodgy thing here. But you've also got the, oh, I love the sea. Oh my gosh, how pretty is that? And that foliage is magnificent. The foliage is so ridiculously handy. And even if you're just using a tiny little bit of that foliage, it looks so effective because it just adds the detail. I like that. Doesn't that look beautiful? Yeah, gorgeous for a scrapbook page. Gorgeous as well, just for your cards. And it's dead easy to do. I really like that. I will make that into something by next one. And the next hour, what I might do, rather than make flowers up again on the actual live, I'll make some up ready to go. So in the next hour, we can have a look at these different dies, and we'll have a look at the papers as well in more detail because I'm starving. But I really hope you like that, guys. I have gone on for only a little bit longer than I intended to, so that's not too bad. Now, if you do want any of the brand new timeless collection from Stamperia, please do have a look at our website. You will get everything on there, nearly everything that I've shown you today, and obviously those bundles do have 10% off. If any of your orders are over £30, then it will be free postage and packaging as well. And please join our loyalty club, and it does say about the awards. Click on that and you can join up. That's really important because then you will get your points, and points do make prizes, and it's double points for 24 hours. It's double points on all your purchases, so make the most out of that as well. I will be back at 4 o'clock, so I hope you can join me then, and we're going to have more of a play at 4 o'clock. Thank you. Everybody's just absolutely lovely. I will see you at 4. And of course, you can watch this again on YouTube. It is on YouTube. You don't need to faff with Facebook. We can just head over to YouTube. And of course, if you are going over to YouTube and you haven't already, subscribe! Subscribe and share. Do all that malarkey. All right, guys, go and have some lunch. I'm going to have some lunch. Maybe sit in the garden. I will see you at 4 o'clock. Thank you ever so much, everyone. You're absolutely wonderful. Take care.